What up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Oh man, we were ready to rock. Your chair is like messing me up.
Well, I don't know where else to go.
I don't even think it's your chair. I think it's the wire.
Haha, blaming me.
Oh shoot, what is going on, everyone? Another week, another day for me to be happy to be alive.
Yeah.
What's the problem? What do you got something to say?
To be happy. Happy.
You got something to say to the audience?
Nah, because like you don't want to air all that out.
Air it out.
He's very stressed from work.
Dog, we can get into it.
We don't need.
All right, we'll get into it.
No, we don't need to. No, we don't need to completely get into it. All I'm saying is, remember that. Be happy. Be happy.
Okay. Hold on for a moment.
Okay.
Since you want to bring out the tea, we can do that. What is going on, everyone? I'm Shadell, host of PagingTheSimpsons. I'm joined by my lovely wife,
Lauren.
and we're gonna get into some real quick personal work tea right now.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how deep I want to get into this, but we'll see.
I
So
wouldn't get too deep.
currently, I'm having an issue at work where this person has recently moved into an assistant manager position, and they really shouldn't be, because they're not, even though they portray themselves as being a people person and they're friendly and stuff, they're not really the managing type and being able to adapt to their coworkers' needs. So it's become a real conflicting issue where this person's micromanaging, coming from a manager that is currently, in the past hasn't managed me. So now I have an assistant manager that's like above me instead of my actual manager, and she's sitting here looking down at me as a hawk, being like, if you need anything, I'm here. Oh, just checking in. Is everything good? Like, every single time. I'm like, dog, I've been doing this for 2 years now. Get off my back. So that's my current stress issue. So probably around the time when this episode drops, I'll be confronting this person and having a professional adult conversation, hoping that things are corrected, we'll say.
But yeah, so he's super stressed about it.
Yes, because again, this is our income. So when someone affects how I'm eating, I got a problem.
I understand that, but we're all right. Like,
you don't know that.
oh my gosh. If you, like I said, if you lose your job over this, that's its own problem. But, yeah, just remember, be happy. Don't take it out on the ones you love, and we'll be good.
Are you trying to subtweet me right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that's cute?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you out the window. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
That's not happy. That's not, no.
Oh man. But yeah, so that's currently the work tea happening, and it has me like annoyed and bothered, and I just like I'm gonna say this here, like I come from, like I didn't really have like someone to help when it came to conflicts, so I'm cool with conflicts. I just, when it comes to conflicts that like affects my life, that's what it's like. It becomes an issue, because when it's like conflict with a friend, all right, whatever, I can let that stew. I can do whatever. It's not affecting me. It is what it is. But this is affecting like financially or money if this adult conversation I want to have does not turn out the way I hope it turns out. So that's where it's like, damn, this is tough, because you have to tread lightly, because it's like I'm not going in to hurt this person. I'm going into like, yo, speak my piece.
Right.
But we'll see.
You got this.
We shall see. And since we shared that information, I now have to give everyone an update next week.
Uh-oh.
I'll be like, I'm happy to report that I am hopefully not fired.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
You're fine.
Yeah, you say that now. All right, guys, we got some stuff to get into. I got to talk about the news that happened last Sunday. To my homie Pop Smoke.
That's all you.
I am so hurt by this, and I don't even know the guy. Like, worse than how Triple X, how Prodigy passed away, Juice WRLD passed away. I am really like hurt and bothered by Pop Smoke's passing, and like it's a range of things for me. For you, I'm not sure if you can relate to it, but I'm gonna explain my point. I literally just got into the guy probably maybe 2 weeks before he passed, because I saw an interview with him and Angie Martinez. I'm sure you guys know, if you guys are in the rap world, icon. Her interviews are dope. She gets real, like, people let their guard down. So it was nice seeing Pop Smoke like talk, and it was a dope like interview because like he was like his guard was down. They were just talking and vibing. I'm like, I really like this guy and everything he was about and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me listen to the music because it sounded a bit like 50, and like I'm always against people like Casanova when he first came out. I'm always like apprehensive for people that like sound like a little bit like 50. So like I don't know if I can get into it. But I listened to it a bit. I'm like, okay, it's like 50, but like a more modern like bop to it, and I dig it. It's just aggressive still. I was digging it. I'm listening to this new album that literally dropped like February 12th. Loving it. Playing it at the gym. Playing it like as I'm driving. Like I started like saying his ad libs at one time at night. Like yo, Pop Smoke, and like all this like just in his heavy like voice.
He kept just like doing that, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Hold up.
Like he just talk in this weird voice. I'm like, what are you doing?
Wait.
So weird.
Yo, and I was really digging this guy. I'm like, okay, this is a dope kid. I like it. And then yeah, news comes out Sunday morning, from TMZ, as we're so like iffy about since that Kobe announcement like less than a month ago or whatever. I was like, yeah, right.
Wait, wasn't it Wednesday morning?
Was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday.
You texted me when
it was Wednesday. I'm thinking I'm going back to Kobe then. That's why I'm thinking.
No, yeah, you texted me at the meeting.
Yeah, Wednesday. And I was so like, it's tough because no one knew him outside of the people that liked him in rap. Like, all you white people, Lauren.
Oh my God, he was also new.
Like, you guys didn't know him. He dropped a, I won't even say it's an album, but he dropped a project last year, and I wasn't really into it. And then he dropped this new project, earlier this month, and he was killing it. Like, the guy, he just started like 2 years ago, like, and he was already making connections. He was already making things happen. Like his voice, like his sound was different. Like it was dope. And it's like you see so much potential in being like, yeah, this guy's gonna go somewhere. Like he has like something like going for him. Like you can see like an outline. There's certain people you can see like, yeah, I totally see them like killing it if they stay on the path of growing. Because he was killing it in 2 years, and it sounds like the music is progressing from what he keeps dropping. But then his light gets shut, and it's like, wow, all because I hate to be this person. I can guarantee it was probably some black guys because of how toxic rap is. Yo, this guy's living his life, and supposedly the police are claiming that there's like some Instagram video where like you can see on like the suitcase tag or something, like the address or whatever the place was that he was going to stay at, and that's how they got like how these people went there.
The number on the building. I saw a picture like that.
I think it's on the building.
Yeah, I saw there was a picture he posted or something on some story, and it had a number on a building.
I think I get what you're talking about, but I think that's like when they were like at a hotel or somewhere like that.
No, it was
but they
a
were
house.
going. I don't think that was it though.
Well, I saw that, and then people were like, "Yeah, are you really surprised because you could just Google it and you know exactly how to get there?"
They want to talk. What led them there was the Instagram thing because. You can Google it if you really want to get the details for it. But it was like literally on like a piece of luggage or something that had the address of the place. And they got flashed on Instagram as they were doing the story. So that's how that came up.
I'm telling you, social media is kind of scary if you think about it. We share too much.
And it's the thing. Like he's sitting there. If you go on his Instagram right now, like he was flashing like a whole bunch of money, him and his friend in the car. And I get it. Like, you're 20 years old. You got a bunch of money. You got all this stuff. I get it. You want to live it up. You want to get the cars. I get it. But, like, there's a reason why you don't see Warren Buffett or 50 or Jay-Z or, like, Bill Gates. You don't see these guys flashing money. Like, they don't have to. It's a lot of the people that don't have a lot of money that are sitting there flashing, like, I got something. But you really don't have much.
Well, yeah, it's the people who came into it quickly.
And I'm sure, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, they all like were flashing the money, but to themselves and to like their close family and friends, maybe.
And in different ways.
But not
everybody flashes it, because you flash it with your house and your car and you're like all that stuff.
But not to like social media and to the world being like, yo, this is what I got.
Right.
I can see we could be walking through New York right now and pass Bill Gates and not even know, because he's not wearing chains. He's not wearing anything that's flashy that's gonna stand out.
Right.
Like, we just and it's like it only takes one person, is what I'm realizing with Nipsey dying and like all these deaths. It only takes one person to not like you for you to end up dead. And it's scary because you never know when that can happen. And like I've been saying this lately, and I hope it doesn't like come back to haunt me in any way. But I'm like, dog, I really want to get a pistol permit because yeah, it's you don't follow the news a lot. Earlier today, probably, what town was this in? Probably like a town like probably 30, 45 minutes away, something like that. There was a shooting at a bar where 2 people died because of like some issue. And then like just, a couple days ago, there was another shooting like, at another town where it killed one guy and injured however many other people.
Yeah, but we've talked about this too, how like it always seems to be at bars. Like, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, dog. You gotta be like, these are simple issues until they're not. You're like, it's not that simple. It's happening a lot more frequently. I kept saying how there's a lot more people getting hit by cars. Like, I really feel like something's happening as to all the death that's happening, like at least in our state, and I would like to assume it's happening across the world.
Now you believe conspiracy theories?
It's not a conspiracy though. What's a conspiracy?
Because why all of a sudden do you think there's so many more deaths? It's probably a similar amount, and just that it's more reported on.
But why?
I don't know. I'm just saying, because like even back in the day, plenty of people would die, but like we didn't have all this stuff.
I don't know if I believe that.
Okay.
Because nothing has changed. Not like the accidents were crazy for them to like be continuously publicized. I don't know if I believe that. But I do feel like, yeah, like the guns thing is an issue. Like, I'm all for people having their guns, but like, oh man, I'm fearful of the world that I feel like we're headed in, and like people just being envious. And I'm like, I'm happy I don't have anything that anyone wants, and I stay broke. Not really. But it's just like, damn. It sucks. I'm really hurt by Pop Smoke. I'm really hurt.
What's crazy is like you were just talking a few days before how you wanted to go see him next month.
Exactly.
I was like, whoa. Like when you told me that, I was like, wait.
Dog, he had concerts lined up, and like he did a concert I think the day before he died or something, and I'm like, wow. To be in that room with him like the day before someone passes away and rock with them like one last time.
Hopefully
crazy.
People bought merch.
It's crazy. I'm sure you can probably buy it on like a website or something.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if like the stuff that you can buy at these concerts, like if you're there and then like the person dies, like does the value go up?
I mean, he wasn't that notable for it to really like be impactful. No offense to him, but if it's different, if it's Jay-Z and it was his like, tour and he passed away and it's like, oh shoot.
Right, because then it's like you bought something and like the rest of the tour didn't finish. And so like I feel like maybe a more
like something valuable. Like that, I'm sure, but it just sucks. It sucks that you work all your life, or you hustle to make things happen for you, and at like the start of your success, someone doesn't like what you have and wants it or whatever, is just envious and takes it away from you. Mm-hmm. And now his mom and their family and everything have to take that trip from New York to California, knowing that they're going to see their son's dead body, like knowing that they have to go set up funeral arrangements and probably have to ship the body back and like all that stuff. It also makes you wonder. Here's another thing. 2 Chainz, he made a post. A lot of people made a post coming out like with this whole thing because it's shocking. And he was like, "Do you really want this famous stuff?" Because he's like, and he literally in the caption he broke down. He's like, He's been in a shootout in Oklahoma. Arrested by police in New York, arrested by police in Oklahoma, arrested by police in L.A. In a shootout or so-called shootout in this place. Like, so many things have happened to him, and he's like, do you really want, like, it's not what it looks like.
I've always said I don't want it. It was never appealing to me to be famous, because it comes with so much stuff that it just, no, like, I like my privacy. I like not being completely scrutinized in front of millions all the time, no matter how, if I breathe the wrong way. Like, it's not worth it to me. And it's like, in my industry, like, I can win awards and stuff, and that's cool, but, like, it doesn't get to the point where I'm going to be, like, famous. Like, I could be, a top makeup artist or something. You could be a top out of your state or country or whatever the heck, but you're still, it never gets to the point where, like, people are going to mob you, and people are going to, like, you can't go to the airport or to a freaking McDonald's. Like, you can't do anything without craziness. And it's like, I don't want any of that. And yeah, I don't want the schemy stuff behind it, because that there's a lot of shit that goes down. There's a lot of gross people. There's a lot of people that take advantage. There's a lot of people who do have it out for you. That's the thing. Even, like, your own team, like, it's kind of scary. Like, I feel like you can't even trust them all the time, because then, I don't know, if shit hits the fan and then, like, either they all leave, or if you're at your peak and, like, someone just is envious of you, like, it's even the people closest to you. It's terrifying. And, like, who's taking advantage of you, too? Like, if you have friends and family and stuff at that point. Like, I never wanted that.
And that's why it feels, like, super suspect when you talk about, like, team and people around you. When they say, like, this happened at 4:30 in the morning, or somewhere at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, supposedly, 4 guys ran to, like, the back of the house. And then somewhere along the lines, like, 1 guy stayed in the back, 3 went to the front, probably to, like, make sure if anyone goes to the front of the door, like, there's people that they got him essentially on lock. I don't understand if there's, like, however many people in the house, whether supposedly they're saying, like, 7.
Yeah.
That, like, he was the only one to be hit. And somewhere along the lines, like, I'm not sure if someone was talking to someone from New York in that, because the only reason the police found out is because someone in New York, someone in the house could have been FaceTiming or talking to someone, and like, oh shoot, this shooting or something's happening, and whoever they're talking to is like, hello, because they maybe dropped a phone or something and they weren't responding, and maybe they freaked out, called the police, and said, hey, like, something's happening over at this place, go check it out, because that's how the police found out of the whole home invasion. But it's like, I don't understand how one person dies and no one else is hurt. Like, it really sounds like a setup.
Weird. Yep.
Like, was everyone just hiding in a room? This guy was just out on a pool and, like...
Right. Like, it's weird.
Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. And it's like...
Yep.
It really pushes forward that, like, yeah, you got to keep your circle small. And, like, I'm not sure.
I believe that even now. I like, it's like I have a small circle of, like, who's, like, super close to me, because it's like, I feel like as you get older anyway, it's easier to have less, like, super close people. And it's also just, there's, like, so many just fake people, and there's so many, Yeah. It's just a lot. So I feel like even as a normal person, quote unquote, but especially, if you're famous, like I said, I feel like you can't trust anybody. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah. So I'm hurt. It every time I think about it, every time I see a video, like, because you're around, like, I just feel it just triggers me again, and I just keep talking about it. Like, I'm bothered. Because that could be anyone. That could have been you starting your business, and someone's like, she's getting a lot of success. Like, let's stop that. Like, that is literally everyone as you're trying to progress is like, you're getting somewhere. Someone isn't like that you're getting somewhere with it, and they're like, all right, like.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying too. Because even with that, like you mentioned the business and stuff, and it's like, if I were to massively explode or something, it's like, again, even the people closest to you could start to, like, hate you for it. You know, even if it's not a fame thing, if it's a money thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, now she got this house and she thinks she's great because she got all this money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I mean, no, it's like, that's not, I wouldn't change. It wouldn't be like that. But, you know, people are weird.
Around you.
Right.
Well, you got money. We're friends. You should hang
right. Well, that too. Oh, my God. Like, sure, I want to help the people I love, but also, like, don't expect it. That would put a bad taste in my mouth. You know? Don't be like, I expect a handout.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm with you.
Because it's like we all got the same. It's kind of like the meme, like we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, you know. We all got the same days, and we just go about it differently. And like, you know, we all can do whatever we want. But yeah, that's a whole other can of worms.
Of course, R.I.P. Pop Smoke, and you know, friends and family, my condolences, because I am. As much as I don't know this person, I am so hurt.
You were so like,
dog. If I showed you this interview that like made me like, I'll say love because it's a strong word, and I feel like it's right for this moment. Made me like love this dude. You would like him too. Like it was just a silly like chill like fun interview of you like getting to understand this person, and I'm like, this is really dope. Like I like this. So like yeah, it hurts me.
Yeah.
And like that affects me a lot. Yeah. Well, on to another note that's hopefully less depressing.
Alrighty.
So, oh wait, before I go on, do you want to take a break?
No, I'm good.
Oh, we rock it. We back on it, guys.
Shh, don't jinx it.
So I want to talk about Lizzo body shaming men. She did this in a super impassioned rant. What was this on? I'm not even sure. It's like TVFOLH.
Don't come for my queen, Lizzo.
Radio 1's live lounge on Monday. She did this. This is gonna be an interesting conversation if I can get my points out, because I had a lot of thoughts on this, but I can't really remember them currently. So
good job.
Hopefully, as we progress,
way to write it down.
As we progress in the conversation, they start spilling out.
Okay.
So, did you hear about this?
Nope.
So Lizzo had a super, passionate rant about men body shaming women. Mm-hmm. She said to these male body shamers that, this is a weird quote. What does this tell you about the oppressor? What does that tell you about men? Get it together. We don't talk about your dick size, do we?
How is that a weird quote? You just don't know how to read it.
Exactly. And there's pictures on this article that they show. Essentially, Lizzo's like, dog, stop talking about my weight. Stop talking about women's weight. Stop. We don't talk about your dick size.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Why? Why do you disagree?
Okay, dog. I'm gonna give you an easy point. You saying so women don't body shame men?
I'm not saying it never happens.
It happens all the time.
You think we body shame you more than vice versa? More?
Dog.
Sir.
Dog. Go on any dating website and look up women. Oh, you have to be, 5'8" and up. Like, you have to be 6 feet to talk to me. You have to
How is a height preference body shaming?
You're body shaming someone. That's still shaving. You're saying you don't like this about me. What are you talking about?
No, that's a preference. That's not body. No, body shaming is being you're fat, you're ugly, you're disgusting. Like it's a negative connotation.
I mean, you're saying I'm not tall. You're saying if I'm not tall.
It wasn't saying it to you directly.
You're literally talking about my height. You're talking to me directly.
You're taking it very personally then.
Well, not me, but yeah.
No, because it's like, I know not you. I'm just saying. But like, no, that's a height preference.
It's not, though. There's a lot of other things. And it's like, for example, here's another thing.
Like, men don't have that with women. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You have to have the big boobs, the small waist, the big butt, like
the girls want the same thing.
You have to have
I want a tall guy. He has to be athletic. He has to hello. What are you talking about? Women want the same thing.
But you're saying that No, but you're saying men get it more. That is bull.
I don't say it's more or less. I really think it's equal because we all do it. There's literally an app that's based on you judging people and you double tapping to like them. Like, there's literally there's men and women.
Ways.
Dog. You were just watching, what's that show? The show with the Masked Singer. And there was like some Ray J comment. And you like or something. Like, dog, we watch shows and women are like, when a guy takes off his shirt or something.
No. You heard me wrong. No, that's not what I was saying. I wasn't saying anything like you. Like, I wasn't saying he was attractive.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, I don't think it was to that, but I was saying, not that he's attractive, but how he moves or something.
Yes, because they were talking about how the person was dancing, and they're like, oh, yeah, Ray J can move. And I'm like, well, we already know that.
Exactly.
It's based on a porn tape.
So you're judging men's bodies.
But no, sir. That was me. That was not me body shaming. That was me being like, oh, we already know because he put it out there.
You can't shame him because he was moving.
Okay, but that wasn't shaming. How do you call it shaming?
I'm saying you're still judging a man's body. It was a witty
comeback.
You were judging his body. Just like when we watch shows.
I mean, I wasn't.
Okay. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. God damn, yo, I hate you.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm talking about. Women judge men's bodies all the time. They literally make shows that cater to you seeing that. Like, women seeing that.
You know what I'll say bothers me is... So, in Connecticut, one of the radio stations... They always, every year, they have the annual meat market. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. Mm-mm. So it's a play on words where it's like you meet people, but it's like meat like men.
Yeah.
And like it's a thing, like where it's supposed to be like, you know, you go and you try to, you know, get with these men or whatever the heck. And it always like skeeved me out though. I always thought that was, like, I joke and stuff, and I'm all like, man, meat, and, like, you know, that kind of stuff. But, like, I don't know. It always skeeved me out that we're just like, ooh, come to the meat market, and you can meet your future whoever. And, like, I'm just like, ew. I mean, like, because I just picture, like, meat hanging in a freezer. Like, it's gross.
Man, you don't picture that. You picture, when someone says meat market, you're thinking attractive men with their shirts off, and you're like, shoot, girl, I'm gonna get it. We going to the meat market.
Right. So I'll say that stuff like that doesn't help. Like that. And that's just portraying the whole like come because they're attractive thing.
Let one guy show up and he doesn't have his six pack. Oh, it's done. Oh, wait, this isn't the meat market. There's a guy there with the beer belly. Like, dog, no.
But I will say there was oh, God, I didn't know we were talking about this or else I would have saved it. There was a thing I saw a few days ago, and it's basically a study that was done. And there were, like, I think 12 images of all different men, and it went from, like, overweight to, like, ridiculously ripped, like steroids ripped. Twitter? I think I saw it on Facebook. Oh. And there was, like, it was women liked the first like 4 over the second 8, which were the more like athletic ones and like thin ones and all that. They liked what they would call the dad bod. Like overall, women voted that is what they prefer because ultimately, and I agree with it, because ultimately, like I like your arms because, you know, like you work out your arms a lot and stuff, but like you don't have a six pack. Like, you know, you're not like the most ripped person on the planet. And it's like, girls like to have like a warm, snuggly person too. You know what I mean? Like not someone who's just like a hard, like, you know, just a table. Like you can't squeeze them a little bit. Okay, and like, so like I feel like realistically we like the more average man.
So that's what you're telling me. I want the more average woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
you're saying you want an average guy, I want an average girl. You know, nice chest, nice butt, nice.
Dude, excuse me.
You know, works out. Not too much because I don't like her too buff, but yeah, I like that.
Hold on, I did not say nice boobs, nice butts. I didn't go that specific. I said an overall, like, see, that's the problem. The men are always like, but you gotta have the tits and ass. You gotta, like, or else we ain't talking.
No, but I'm saying, like
what?
I'm just saying. I'm just going with your girl.
There are some women with no butts who are amazing women.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what? Like, and with A cups and everything. Like, come on.
I'm sure. I'm just saying.
And a belly. Because let's be real. let's be real. These mannequins in the stores, the plus size mannequins,
with that wide waist and
right,
small
they're
stomach.
wider and they're usually taller too. Apparently always plus size means taller because short people can't be fat, but like they always have a like flat belly. I'm like, where are the plus size mannequins where you got rolls? Like, let's talk about the back rolls, okay? Like, not even just like a tummy, but like all these girls, we all got that little back fat going on. Like, even if you're not that overweight, like, it's still there. Like, and so, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Is,
dog.
Yeah. This went all different.
I still don't believe where it's just men just strictly being like, yo, I only rock with body shaming happens no matter what.
I don't believe that. I there's a lot of men I'm sure that would like, the average woman or the, slightly overweight or whatever. I think she's coming at it from an angle though that she is very overweight. And so she has a different perspective of it, of like, that is the more extreme end that is probably tougher because more people are like, no, that's too much.
But you're going to find people that are like, hey, I'm fine with a little more weight.
Okay, but that doesn't stop the fact that overall you're getting shamed.
Dog, okay. I'm sure I can
like
go on I'm sure if I was to like make a fake dating profile and put like a guy that had like a bit of a belly and it was showing versus the guy that was like maybe not had a six pack but looked like he worked out.
Hold up. Why did you have to put it's showing?
No,
see, that's the
like
problem.
not saying like
not like hanging out of the shirt.
No,
okay.
But you could see like it's prevalent in the pictures where it's not like obvious, but there's like a little bit more love
squish.
in there.
A little squish.
I'm sure that the guy that like, and if we were to hit the same girls up saying like, hey, what's up, or something probably a bit more open instead of just hey, what's up. I'm sure the guy that's like, doesn't have the six pack but looks like he works out and keeps up with himself is probably gonna get more responses than the guy that looks like, yeah, he's cool to hang out with and I like his bio and stuff, but his pictures, he doesn't really have me that. I'm not.
What's funny? You would have to do this as like a study, and what you would have to do in like a non-weird way, because like you'd probably just do back-to-back messages. You'd have to take the same pool of girls and message from both accounts, because you'd have to directly compare like, the same people.
Yeah.
Rather than like just randomly.
It'd have to be the same women and see what they replied to.
Experiment.
Because maybe women aren't outward with it, like to the public, but I'm sure when you get with your friends, maybe in your earlier days, you were straight up like, man.
But that's the thing. I also think it's an age thing sometimes. Because I do think as you start to age, like even in your like mid to late 20s and as you start to get more into like your 30s and all that, I think your perspective changes, because I think that's more of a very young thing of the extreme preference of muscles and athleticism and like that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too, though. You'd have to have a pool of like all these different ages.
The next thing, the pressure's on for women, because dog, we're in America. We have pageants. We have, Miss America, Miss USA. Like, it's run off women's bodies. Like,
I know.
So, yeah, it's going to happen more with men because we're sitting there seeing a lot of attractive women.
And that's why the Victoria's Secret show finally ended, because it's like...
I mean, Victoria's Secret's is struggling.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. But the other part is, it's like... We're just prancing around in bikinis of, like, all these quote-unquote perfect bodies. Mm-hmm. And it's always women. You and I have had this conversation before, that I'm so annoyed that, whether it's music videos or movies or all that stuff, women are always over-sexualized more than men. It's annoying.
But it's been that way all the time.
Like even nowadays, finally we're seeing more guys' butts in movies. But that wasn't always a thing. It was always girls' butts and boobs and
Nobody wants
stuff.
to see a guy's butt.
What?
Nobody wants to see a guy's butt.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
You shouldn't be seeing anyone's ass except for mine.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
That's how it's gonna be.
Whose ass are you seeing?
Oh, vice versa.
No, if you see a porn video, nah.
Same.
If you see an ass, you better turn away. Like,
Same.
can't see
Same.
that. Oh,
So I can see other things, but not the ass.
No, you can't even see that either.
Anyways, yeah, that's my 2 cents. I say, yeah, and it is a true thing. We joke about dick size, but we don't ever really we don't really go like into it. But the thing is, like, men really go into it when it comes to women's size.
So tell me this: have you ever like went out with your girls? This is probably like a younger thing, because I don't think you would do this as an adult now. And like looked at guys' jeans, pants, and stuff like that, and been like, "Huh, I wonder what his dick looks like to your girls."
I would do that by myself. I didn't just do that with my girlfriends.
Oh my god!
Come on, we all wonder.
Oh my god!
Especially if you use sweatpants.
Oh my god! Which I don't really. That doesn't. Okay.
The dick print.
This is stuff I don't want to know.
And then you wonder if it's a grower or a shower.
I really don't want to know. It says being married to this person now that is next to me.
Hey, we all got a past. You telling me you haven't ever looked at boobs
Sounds
or
like
butts walking
sounds
by?
like you got a present too.
What?
Nothing, just
Hey, no, you never looked at butts or boobs walking by, please. And hey, at least with that, you get to see what's there. It's there, like it's out. Especially if you got a low cut shirt or anything like that. Or now these girls with these shorts nowadays where their butt is literally hanging out. Like,
here's the next thing.
Listen.
You know, you just said that. Yo, so you know back in the days as kids, well, you probably won't relate to this as much, but as kids, I see, you know, if I liked you a lot, I'm like, shoot, I really like this girl. I want to see like more pictures of her or something or whatever. Because, you know, we're not really posting much on MySpace back in the days or something. Now with Instagram, dog, I can see what you rocking with, like, before it even anything happens. But women are putting it up there. Like, it's not like I'm shooting, like, you're putting it all out there.
Oh,
Putting those bikini pictures up for me. You're putting
Hold up.
Yo, I got your OnlyFans. I got more than your bikini pics. I know what it's all looking like.
You know what? Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Here's the problem with that. That sounds a lot like when someone is raped and you telling them that it's their fault they wore the wrong
I'm not,
clothes.
You're going to the extreme with that.
No, but that's what it sounds like is you're like, it's out there, so why can't I judge?
No, but I'm saying you're putting your body out there, so I'm like, I don't know if I like what you got, so I'm going to go to the next girl because I already see the whole package. I'm not talking about anything that really.
But it sounds like you're like, it's out there, therefore I can judge. That's where I'm going with this. Is it's similar to saying,
I mean, you're going to judge no matter what.
It's your fault.
If I was a guy that enjoying the beach and I put a picture of me with my little belly, you're going to sit there and judge me too. Like, again, we have a platform that's based on you judging people's pictures. Like, it's just, that's what it is.
Yeah, when are the likes finally going to go away? Like, they still haven't gone away.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening.
I don't know what's going on.
I thought that was happening.
So did I.
So,
like, anyways.
But I'm just saying it's all out there. Maybe not as a teenager in high school, because I'm not sure if teenagers are doing the OnlyFans thing, which would be crazy and wild.
Ooh, also as girls, though, we also would look at your hands and feet and wonder if it's true.
That stuff is so stupid.
Mm-hmm. But it's what we're told growing up, so then we'd be curious. So, like, when a guy goes in a store and he's like, I got, like, a size 14 shoe, and you're like...
That never really made sense.
And you're like, wow, you gonna rock my world.
I just feel like
and then it's disappointing because it's just nothing.
I feel like guys have big feet. Actually, no, I can't say that. I went bowling with friends a few months ago, and I was like, I'm rocking, like, a 12. And, like, some of my friends are, like, 9, 10. My other friend was 11, so I'm like, all right, we close. I always wonder that whenever I need shoes, can I rely on my friends? Okay, this is a different topic. Let me not do that.
See?
What?
It's a thing. You wonder.
Wonder what?
You wonder.
I'm not... Okay. No, I don't. I don't wonder.
All right. It's okay.
I don't. I would never ask...
See, I won't judge you.
I would never ask another woman that like I was close to and be like, yo, you know, what's his dick like? I'm never gonna ask some girl that like is hanging out with one of my friends.
What? No. Like, women do that. We get all the deets.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
Yeah, I'm
see,
sure.
I feel uncomfortable with this because as guys, we don't really talk about this because we have the foresight to be like, why am I telling you what my girl has for you? Because I feel like that's how like cheating happens, or like how like your friend becomes jealous and they're like,
yeah.
oh, you telling me what he has.
It's kind of funny
and all that
because
stuff.
you with like the shoe size and stuff, it reminds me how like, you know, if you're really close with a girl, a lot of times like you'll know like their bra size, or like you won't care about like stuff like that. So
yeah, I don't know any shoe size.
Yeah.
Like how you would know a girl's bra size.
No, but I'm saying like it's one of those things that like you don't care. It's like, you know, it's not like this weird secret information. I mean, you can see, you can kind of guess anyway.
Yo, I gotta say, if I had the balls, I would love to pretend to be a gay guy, because the way women trust a gay guy to like change in front of him and all that stuff is wild to me.
See, I don't know, because I don't have any really close gay friends.
Let's keep it like that. Like, not in the sense of you can't have any, but in the sense of like you're not changing in front of the only person you change in front of.
That's weird.
Like, I remember that in like high school and like, you know, around that
the
time.
only time I've changed in front of people, well, one was like for high school gym, obviously, like in the locker room and stuff. But the only time I've ever like changed was with my best friend. Like we went to like a lingerie store like once and like different stuff, and like we, you know, like we went in the dressing room and like we tried stuff on. Like
See, we
did stuff like that, but that's the only other person besides people I've had relations with that I have ever changed in front of. Because yeah, I'm not someone that's gonna be like, oh, you're a friend now, so let me just whip my top off. Like, that's weird.
I'm telling you, that's my thought as a teenager. I'm like, shoot, if this is what girls are doing, they feel so comfortable around a gay guy.
And then even on our wedding day, like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's when all like the rest of like the bridesmaids and everything went in like the separate part of the bridal suite, and then it was like my mom and sister were like helping me into it, because obviously like they're, you know, they've also seen, but like that's family, so that's not as weird to me. But yeah. So I'm not like, hey guys.
At the end of the day,
boobs.
I feel like everyone is sitting here judging people, because that's what we do in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever going to change.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, yeah, it's bull crap what guys do to girls. Because there's a lot put on us already. There's a lot of social standards that are put on us. And you can't tell me that there's more put on men than there is women.
There's not.
It's ridiculous.
But I feel like women need to speak out against it if they're really not for it.
Oh my God. Ladies.
More.
Ladies.
Why is just Lizzo being the person talking?
Oh my God, because it's not just Lizzo.
Who else? Name some other people.
We are not taken seriously if we talk out about it. We are not, you know, I don't see guys being allies when they should. That's part of the problem. If you want to go into this, we can go into this. Like it's a thing. You're trying to say, oh, women should speak out. Women do.
I'm here for the conversation. Let's go if you want to get into it.
No, I'm saying like your everyday women, like we are trying to be heard, but we're either then like mocked or we're not supported. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. You need, just like with all these other movements, when it comes to race and sexuality and gender and all that, you need support from the people who are also not whatever you are trying to get support for. Mm-hmm. So like in this case, the men need to support the fact that women are speaking out against this stuff. Yeah. But it's like, no, a lot of times that does not happen. That's the problem. So then we're just looked at as like, oh, she's just bitching again about, you know, the fact that she's fat and she doesn't like it or something. Like, it's something stupid. Yeah. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah. I feel you.
Because that's another problem in societies. Women, a lot of times, are not taken seriously. We see it all the time in the medical field, how women, especially black women, are not taken seriously when it comes to pain and tolerance and all that stuff. So then cycle back. Even when it comes to something like this, we're not taken seriously. So that's why it's so infuriating when you're like, just speak out about it. And it's like, we're tired.
I'm tired too, but I still gotta speak out.
Oh my God. Did you hear his male privilege, guys? Oh my God.
I'm tired of talking about race issues, but I still gotta speak out. Like I saw.
But you see, case in point, you see me, opposite gender, opposite race, all that stuff. I'm a support. No, directly. So, like, that's the difference.
Like, what are you talking? I saw, like, a post earlier where someone's like, I'm tired of talking about my black issues to white people. I'm like, that's stupid. That's a stupid mindset to have.
I think I saw something like
That's a stupid mindset. I'm sure you did, because Sean posted it that we know, if you saw it.
Oh.
But, that's a stupid mindset to have. Stupid mindset to have. Like, you got to keep talking about it. You got to keep letting it, you got to keep drilling it in people's heads. Like, yeah, this isn't right.
I think in that regard, I understand when people say they're tired about it. If, like, say you're trying to talk to someone who they're one of those people that just won't change their mindset. Like, I get in that regard, because when you try to change somebody's mind and you try to change who someone is, it's difficult because you keep thinking like an epiphany will happen, but it doesn't. Like, so I understand from that context. But overall, yeah, I mean, obviously it's important to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Any who's it's.
Well, before we get into the
I
next,
love how you're like onto a lighter topic, and then we're like, whoa.
I just want to give a fun fact to this. I'm not sure if I really want to dive deep into it.
Okay.
But dog, so I'm listening to Royce the 5'9's new album, The Allegory. Man, it is like some interesting, like intelligent, like pro-black, like interesting stuff.
Okay.
And one of the things, he has a skit on it called the Ice Cream Interlude or something like that, ice cream skit. And I'm like shocked, and I played it for you. And in it, he talks about the ice cream man, and essentially this guy that owns an ice cream truck is going back to his hood and giving kids ice cream. Cool, no problem. He has his own small business, whatever. But this girl sits there and questions him on the audio. She's like, "Do you know what this song is from?" And she explains, and it's intense, that the song, like that whole ice cream jingle, is from a song called "Nigger Love a Watermelon." Ha ha ha.
Oh my God, he said it.
Yeah.
I'm shooketh.
It's from a song. It's from a guy named Harry C. Brownie.
Wait, haha is in the title?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Harry C. Brownie. It was released in March of 1916 by Columbia Records. It's one of the most racist songs in America.
104 years ago.
And we still play it to this day as an ice cream song to have kids coming to it.
How does nobody know that? Or do they know it?
I mean, it's not public information, clearly.
Right.
Like, there's articles out there for you to get information on it, but it's not.
To be fair, I feel like ice cream trucks don't always play that one directly. I feel like that one is popular in movies to portray ice cream trucks. You know how, like, movies are sometimes not completely accurate to real life? Because I feel like when we hear ice cream trucks around here from time to time, I feel like they have a variety of jingles.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's like phasing out. I have no idea.
This is like an excerpt from the song. So the Brownie, this is going to be super graphic, just letting you guys know.
Oh, gosh.
The hard ER. So he goes, "You niggers, quit throwing them bones and come down and get your ice cream." And black man, "Ice cream," Brownie says. "Yes, ice cream. Colored man's ice cream. Watermelon." Yeah, I guess that's the part in the song. And I guess the chorus is, "Nigger love a watermelon, ha 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 ha. Nigger love a watermelon, ha 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 ha. For here, there are made with a half a pound of cool." I have no idea what the heck that is. COL. "There is nothing like a watermelon for a hungry coon." Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm trying to think where in the jingle that would go. Like, I'm trying to put it with the melody of it.
I can't even break it down. I guess I can't go with the chorus. I don't even think the song is out for you to, like, be able to find it, because it looks like it was back on YouTube, but it was removed from, like, the link that is on this article.
Right. So
you could try finding it, but damn, I just had to share that fun fact because, wow, who would have knew? And
dang, Columbia.
We talked about a lot of things that, like, there's so many things that, like, they don't tell us about. We did an episode probably, like, back in last summer of, like, lies and myths that they tell you. I'm not sure if we talked about it on that episode, but like bananas, how they tried pushing bananas. Well, not tried, they did. How they push bananas as being like that breakfast food, and it's only one banana that they're giving you because that's the only one that could be like mass produced and what do you call it? Like able to be brought in from like another country and not like be ripened so fast, something like that. Vice made a video that like details this way better
milk.
than I can. Yeah, milk being pushed, like so many things. Again, they were brought to us as kids that like
they've literally proven the amount of calcium you're getting in milk compared to other foods and drinks. It doesn't make sense. It's not worth it. Like the at the rate it's pushed for that.
Yeah. I just want to give that fun fact out there. The next thing I want to get into, which I'm not sure how much we want to touch into this, because it's like, Okay. Well, what time are we at?
50.
Oh shoot, we gonna have a long episode. I dig it. So there's currently a video that's going viral of this kid that was bullied. He suffers from dwarfism, and it's like this mom from Australia. She's showing like her dwarfism. Kid. Same thing. Okay.
That's such a negative connotation.
Has dwarfism. Okay, is that better for you?
Yeah, because that's just who.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that's what it is.
It's just who a person is, though. It's like I feel like you'd say like I'm suffering from cancer, like is a thing, but like
not true. You're not suffering from
right. Yeah, like it's just part of who you are. It's like autism.
Yeah. So it was when I saw the video, I shared it with you, and you already saw it or sent it to me.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, damn, I feel bad for this kid, because like no kid should be like saying he wants to die and all that stuff.
The like pure devastation in his eyes. Like
like when he looked up at the camera and you just saw like he was just like so sad, and then his mom posted a video later on. I'm not sure if you caught it.
No.
That he went to go get his ears pierced and he was like all happy and smiling, so it kind of like eased him down. I'm like, that's so cute. But yeah, so it comes out like there's a lot of celebrities in support trying to like help the kid and all that stuff. His name is Caden Bailey's. And I'm going to put this out there. Not sure how true it is. I don't really think it's true. But there's currently some narrative going out there saying that he's 18 years old and not 9 years old. I don't know if I believe that, because looking at people are digging up like family photos from like their Facebooks and like seeing like, you know, this like his baby picture was posted in like 2012 or 2011 or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be right on time for him to be his age. Like, yeah. So I think they're just trying to pull some like narrative with this because it's getting so much attention.
I feel like he looked young.
I mean,
in the video compared to an 18-year-old person who looks like that.
Yeah. So this is from Fox Sports Australia that they post, where I guess Latrell Mitchell, who's a football player, soccer player, I guess in the US you would call it. Like he went to a game and was able to take a picture with them, and I guess they like did some photo shoot where he's like in some nice clothes and all that stuff with him and his mom. But I dig the support that this kid's getting. I have another article here that the comedian Brad Williams
I saw that
raises $30,000 to send to the bullied 9-year-old to have him go to Disneyland. He's also someone that is, what's the right term you'd say?
What?
For Brad Williams.
I think it's dwarfism. I think that's actually what it's called. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I don't know if there's a more politically correct term for it. Cool. I'm just saying I wouldn't say suffer.
Yeah. So I'm like, I dig it. A lot of celebrities coming out.
But see, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you compare that, I feel like he looks like he has a young face.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
to be real, nothing's really wrong with the kid. Like he has a bigger forehead. Well, and he's smaller, obviously, because of the dwarfism.
Yeah, there's classic symptoms or characteristics of.
I'm like, come on now. Kids are bullies, I guess.
Well, kids are awful.
Yeah. But I'm like, there's really nothing wrong with this kid.
You could be the most beautiful person on the planet, and kids are still going to be awful for some reason. That doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, I had seen it, and I think I had retweeted that day, but it was... like a different, like it was someone who quoted the tweet.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it said, "Everyone please share this. Just a kid trying to live his life like everyone else. Maybe people in power such as celebrities can reach out to him to give him confidence and show him he has huge support. No 9-year-old should ever want to kill themselves."
Yep.
And I'm like, it just, it's very depressing because like I was severely bullied for like my entire school career, and it's definitely one of those things that leaves a mark on you. It shapes you as a person. In the end, if you can handle it right and you can come out on top, it can make you a stronger person and give you a better perspective and stuff, and more appreciative of the good people in your life. But it's still, it's not something I would wish upon people. It's not like you can be a good person without all that, you know, like you can develop those good characteristics without being put through complete misery like all the time. And we're seeing this nowadays now, especially with social media. It's so much worse because, you know, you were talking about Instagram before, and it's like, okay, you have 9-year-old girls who are like posting themselves on Instagram and trying to like get likes and get approval from like their friends in school and stuff like that. And like, there's so much more stuff that they can use against you and make fun of you for because they have evidence of it online. Like it's just horrific. I mean, it was terrible for me, and I just can't imagine how much worse it's gotten in not a lot of time. So like, and it's younger and younger. That's part of the problem here. That's why when I saw it, I was like 9 years old, and you hear it. You hear of 9-year-olds and these young kids dying by suicide. And in what world should that ever happen? In what world should a child think that that's their only option? I mean, and I mean, you know, you have to think, obviously, hopefully they have a good home life and stuff, because that can make it even worse. But like, even say they have loving parents and an amazing home life and whatever, if they still are driven to that because of bullying, think of how severe that has to be. That you can't even, in that moment, you can't even think of how amazing your parents or siblings or whoever are, your dog or whatever. You're just consumed by, it's like, that's what's so devastating about this. Because like a school, like when you go to school, that is your whole life. It's weird. Like, you know, looking back, it's like even with high school, you're so consumed by it because it's everything. You're there every day, all day, 5 days a week. And then you have all your homework and everything's, you know, extracurriculars and all this stuff. And then your friends are based from school, and like everything is school related. That is your life when you're a child. And so it's so consuming. And for it to be so negative that like children even know how to follow through with that is scary too, because you have to think, like, when you were 9 years old, did you even know like how to end your life? Like, it's kind of like scary and sad. And that's, again, social media. We have now in the palms of our hands, 9-year-olds have smartphones. They could look it up. Like, it's terrifying. I hate it so much. I'm very passionate about like anti-bullying and all that. So I just hated this.
That's why I know you're like on the fence of it, and like that's why like I push for like our future kids to hopefully be in private school, because you can't really stop bullying, but in my experience and like my siblings' experience of going to a private school, like whenever there was an issue, which was very minor, like not even,
it's taken more seriously.
Exactly. Like, it was nipped in the butt and it was done with. Like, it was not played around, versus like my experience with public school.
Aren't there less kids in private school too?
Yeah, it's more,
because that makes it easier.
Like, everyone knows each other. Like I said, like my family knows each other. Or not family. My friends' families know each other, like type thing, because it's a small like community, and I like that. Like, you kind of want to know like the parents that your kids have and all that stuff.
The friend I was telling you about, that her daughter goes to that school, she's the same way, where it's like a whole like community and stuff. Like, and it's like, if it's kindergarten through 8th grade, like that's a long time to get to know people. Yeah, like
my one of my best men at the wedding, like he was like he stopped me. He's like, "Oh, like I'm gonna go say hi to your mom since it's been a while and show, and introduce her to his girlfriend and all that stuff." And I'm like, "That's cool," because like my mom has known him since we were like literally kids in kindergarten, and like he's come over the house, we've hung out. Like, it's just cute. It's like there's that connection. Like, his dad came out when we were bowling and said congrats. Like, we know each other, so I like that like environment where it's like we grew up knowing each other, and like there's still connection with the families.
You could argue it's similar to like a good neighborhood. Yeah. Like a well, what was the word I'm going with?
Yeah.
a tight neighborhood, you know, like if you're all around the same age and stuff.
I dig it, but yeah,
I don't play when it comes to bullying. And it's honestly, it's like looking back too, I understand why my parents like would sometimes get as defensive as they would and like want to like go talk to the principal and talk to people at school and stuff, you know, because back then when you're a kid, of course that stuff is mortifying to you because you don't know how to handle it. And you also, all you're focused on is this person is bullying me so bad that I'm terrified that if I do or say anything, it's going to just get worse. That's all you're wrapped up in. So if your parent then comes in, swooping in and is like, well, I'm talking to so-and-so, you're like terrified. But, you know, now turning the corner when, you know, you and I talk about kids and stuff in the future, it's like I can see it. Yeah. I can see, you know me. I'm going to be a mama bear.
Oh, I'm with you. We talked about this in the last episode. Like, we're not playing when it
Lord
comes to
help whoever wants to make my kid miserable. I'm telling you, like, I'm going to have to hold back from, like, yeeting that kid. Because that's the problem, too. You can't, like, do anything, you know, but, like,
Yeah.
I'm just, I get it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like I said, it's like bullying, if you can make it into a positive, but it's like you don't need that. It's unnecessary. You don't it's still so much unnecessary trauma for your brain and body to process. Like you don't, especially growing up because you're a child and everything is changing so quickly and it's just a lot.
I hate to say, as I'm like comparing my public school and private school experiences, a lot of the times, even though it can happen in private school, a lot of times the kids that are in private school, like their families, the families can go through things and stuff like that, but like, the families are more in control and like there's not much issues at home to like cause a kid to like become a problem, even though it can happen. Not saying it can't. Versus like in public school, you're dealing with a lot more of kids that like come from different backgrounds.
Poverty.
Yeah, poverty's the issue. It's just. When you're paying
especially depending on some public schools, like inner city schools and all that.
Yeah. I was seeing a school, like, I was seeing something on Vice. They put up a video earlier today about how Detroit and, like, a lot of schools are closing. And, like, the school may close, like, by the end of the school year or something like that if they don't get their grades up. Wow. And it's like, these kids really want to, like...
But you have to think about what they're going through.
These kids really want to go somewhere because they're interviewing the kids.
Right.
But, like, they're saying they don't want to... They, you know, took away art class. They took away this. They take away so many things that are helping them...
Oh my gosh, there's so much evidence that the arts and creativity are so vital to learning and growing. Like that's the thing is I hate it's always the arts that are taken first. They're seen as like lesser than. And of course someone like me would really hate it because I'm making a whole life out of arts, but like even if it's just in school, they're so important because even when you look at babies and children, how they learn and with their hands and like paint and clay and like all this different stuff from a very young age, it is vitally important to all your development. And it continues as you go through school. And it also can help you be better in other classes because you're doing the different sides of the brain and like, you know, it can help you with history and things like that. It can help you look at it a different way. Like arts, singing, like painting, like all that different stuff is so important. And I loathe when they take it away or they cut back teachers or like things like that.
Yeah.
It is awful. Like, I can't stand the people making these decisions.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Because you're sitting up in like, you know, the 50th floor in New York City in your little like suit and like you don't think the arts are important because they didn't get you here? Yeah. Like, were you not a tiny tot once? I don't know. Like, it just, I can't. So.
But yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
That's, woo!
All right, so
I'm passionate, guys. I'm passionate about this.
We're gonna wrap this bad boy up because we're giving you guys a long episode. Damn, wasn't
You're welcome.
That. So I want to talk about this relationship.
So long that Missy came in. She's like, "Hello, guys."
Right. So I want to talk about this relationship advice topic here. Oh man, this is gonna be a touchy one.
Oh.
So this guy titles it saying, "Got in a fight over where the dog sleeps." So this guy's saying that he's been dating for about half of a year now with this girl, and things have been pretty great for the most part. Other than one argument before like this whole dog issue happened. She tends to nitpick on little things that makes little digs every now and then. He doesn't let it bother him, and it's usually in a joking manner. However, it's starting to get a little old, and she usually does something like, "I doubt you can do that," or "I don't believe you. You don't know what you're doing," which I don't know if I like that, buddy. You should probably check that, because that's kind of we're 6 months in.
That's where it starts.
I don't know.
That's not good. You need support from your partner.
Oh man.
So what's the gist here with the dog thing?
So essentially, this guy has his dog. The dog is like 75 pounds.
Wow.
He has a queen size bed. So having two people and his 75-pound dog all in there isn't really feasible.
Mm-hmm.
This girl comes over once a week. She doesn't really like having the dog there. She's not a dog person like he is. And she's like, "I don't want the dog on the bed."
Sir, you need to dump her. I'm sorry. If I, for example, if I had Missy, before I was with you, and you're just like, "Nah, don't like dogs, don't really want a dog," I'd be like, "Dude, this is like my baby. We're a package deal."
She wants the dog to not sleep on the bed at all, even though she only comes once a week.
Ma'am.
She is.
Ma'am.
She this guy's she's
ma'am,
not, she doesn't
it's
want to
been
compromise.
6 months. You come once a week and you trying to control my house? Ma'am.
I never really say this, but right from the jump, this girl's already telling you
dump her.
This girl's already telling you can't do this. I thought you could do this. Putting you down, and
well, I'm telling you right now, that's a red flag.
Bad. Yeah.
That's gonna get worse.
And she's trying to control you.
If she's starting with little digs, just wait, my friend. A few years in, it gets a whole lot worse.
Yeah, I'm already iffy on
so
how I
that's
feel
regardless
on this
of the dog.
And she's telling you even though she only comes around once a week, she doesn't want the dog on the bed at all. It's my house,
right?
My bed. You coming into our house,
right?
Me and the dog live here.
Oh my gosh, there's a meme that's always going around, and it's it's basically you're coming into my home. My dog lives here. If you don't like, I don't know, if you don't like dog fur, don't sit on the couch. If you don't like being licked, it's kind of like a little spiel, and it's so true. The dog lives here.
Yeah, this guy, he says. She stated that she always wears the pants in the relationship. This is a problem.
Sir.
This is a problem. You need to get out of this.
Sir.
It just sounds like it's a nasty, start to a controlling relationship.
I don't even know your dog, but I like your dog better.
It's too controlling. I don't like this. For someone to come in, if we started dating, and I said, I always wear the pants in a relationship, I'm normally the leader in the pack. You're like...
I like teamwork.
I don't know if I like that. I don't like that at all. I would probably have a real conversation with the person if it didn't work out. I'm like, all right, we got to cut it off.
So that's the main thing of the article, is that she just doesn't want the dog on ever. That's kind of where this is going.
Pretty much. I don't want to get into the long gist of it, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the whole thing is a problem. If I had Missy before you, we're a package deal. It's the same. You could think of it like if I had a kid. We're in this together. And if my dog is already acclimated to living a certain way.
Yeah, she puts this guy down.
Why am I going to take that away from the dog?
As I'm reading this more, she doesn't want, any dogs at her house at all. She says she sacrificed so much and that he hasn't done anything. There's a lot of red flags in here. You need to not be with this person.
What is she sacrificing?
He doesn't say.
You can't even let a dog sleep on his bed when you're not there? Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah. No, but really, so the dog is used to a certain way. For example, you and me, so we started, Missy was crate trained for a while, and then she moved into a playpen, then finally she moved into our bed, and she sleeps with us every night. And granted, she's a small dog, so it's a lot easier in our queen bed than it is with a 75-pound. But there's people I know that sleep with 4 dogs in the bed. So first of all, there's no excuse if you really love them. But It's like, I know it's a personal preference thing. Like, not everyone, some people do prefer to crate them or give them a dog bed or whatever. That's fine. But if your dog is already like used to it, I think it's kind of cruel to like take that away, because now the dog is going to be like, what did I do wrong? Like, we were so close. Like, why do you hate me now?
Yeah.
Like, I was warm and cozy, and like we would snuggle.
Yeah,
and
the dog
like,
gets a comfort. Like, when you went out earlier this morning, like Missy's sitting here like just like laying on my pillow, or like shit. Like last night when I was taking like a break from work, I was chilling on the bed. Like, this dog like got real close to me. She just
I
like,
know, that's what she does.
Like,
she's like, oh, we gonna snuggle.
And now some
and
girl
she'll
comes
go
in
under the blankets. Like, she'll put her whole face under the blankets. She doesn't even care. Like, and it's great. And like, see, it's like, it's different. I get it if you're allergic. Like, say you get with someone who's allergic, and now you gotta kind of like figure this out. But like, someone who's straight up just like, essentially, she's like, it's the dog or me, and I'm like, it's the dog. Mm-hmm. Like, honey, I have not invested in you that much.
There's so many girls out there that like dogs.
I've had this dog, right, and I've had this dog for however long it's been. Like, okay, so today, the day we're recording this on, happens to be Missy's 3rd birthday, and I'm going over in my head, and I'm like, I can't believe she's already 3. Like, it's insane to me. But it's like, and I know that someday I'm gonna have to, but it's like, I can't imagine life without her. Like, she's like my little pupperoo. Like, she's my best friend, and like, it's amazing. And so it's like, to think, someone's gonna be like that, I'm like, all right, well, me and my dog got this connection, so, and I don't have that with you, so
Yeah.
Like, we a package deal. You gonna love this dog.
Yeah, I would dump her. She really seems like a bad person. Not even for just the dog part.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The little thing, I've seen it. It's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
It's no. That's just gonna get worse. So, best of luck, my friend.
Yeah. With that being said, that's all we got.
Yep.
That was a real good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah. Pot smoke.
Oh my gosh. You guys don't understand. Like, he would walk in a room and just like randomly do it, and I'm like, hello?
Baby, welcome to the party.
I'm like, what happened to your voice? Like, I know you were sick recently, but like,
wait. Hold up.
What? Like, it's so weird, guys.
Wait.
Whey? Like whey? Like,
wait. Wait.
Oh, I thought you were saying like whey, like a protein shake.
Baby, welcome to the party. We're gonna wrap this bad boy up, guys. Oh, man. Here's the dog.
The birthday girl.
She's like, why am I here?
The birthday girl.
Yep, there you go. Merry Christmas.
Ah! Her whole tongue went in my mouth. And it touched my tongue.
That's disgusting.
And I really want to spit right now.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. She should lick in the floor,
it just
too.
went in. It was like...
That's a lot. That's a lot of germs you just got.
Thank you for that, sir. Like, I didn't just know.
You should go brush your teeth after, because I do not want to.
All right, well, it's already kind of too late, because it's probably already on my tongue and in my system, so that's awesome.
Well, we're not kissing for the rest of the day, though.
Excuse me?
Exactly.
You gonna forget about it. Watch.
Well, guys, I'm going to talk to you all later.
Like, what did I do?
I'm not even going to do the close out outro thing today. You guys know what it is. We appreciate
5 stars.
We appreciate the love and support. Thank you for making it this far into the episode. Yeah, we appreciate it so much. With that being said, I'm Shadell, co-host of Paging the Simpsons. I'm joined by my lovely fiance.
What?
What?
We didn't get married yet?
Oh, God damn. After saying it for a whole
Did
year.
Did you take it back?
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't like my dog.
Let's try that again.
Once again, I'm Shadell, joined by my lovely wife.
And dog. Lauren and Missy.
Should I put me down?
She's like, I don't want to be a part of this.
We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace out.